Hey there, it's Mark Dayton here, the Brass Medic. I've been so busy with the Manticore, the Minelab Manticore, that I haven't had a chance to even open up this new Equinox 900 yet. So it's just been sitting here and I literally have not even peeked under the hood of the box yet. It's going to be the first time I'm going to lift it up and look in there. And I think it's about time we do a little unboxing video for you guys. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look inside. Before we do, as always, let's take a look at the outside of the box. I'll put a couple pictures up on the screen there for you, where you can see all the different features here. Some of these icons down here and what they say. And on the back of the box, there's some information back here too. Like I always say, it's pretty good that Minelab takes the time to put all this information on the back of the box, because if you're in the store looking at these things and you're wondering if you should buy it, no salesman around or salesperson that knows anything about them, you can pick up the box and read it and pretty much figure out everything you need to know. All the features are on here. And also we'll take a look at the end over here. And the end says, designed by Minelab Electronics, Australia, assembled for Minelab in Australia, under contract, made in Malaysia. So this is a little bit different than the Manticore, which was manufactured and the parts are manufactured in Malaysia, but the machine is assembled in Australia. This is a little bit different. I think the whole thing is made in Malaysia, but like I said last time too, you know, Malaysia is not the old Malaysia of what we used to think about when we thought made in China, made in Malaysia. So your telephone, your TV, probably all the clothes you have on right now, your shoes, everything is made in Malaysia right now or China. And they're pumping out some incredible quality over there. Their machinery, their tooling is incredible. So you got to give it to them that the quality is pretty much there now. So they have some of the best manufacturing in the world. So I don't see that as a slight in any way towards the quality of the machine. Let's go ahead and crack it open now and take a look inside. Let's spin the box around here. Take a look at the guide here first, sitting right on top. Got a little Quickstart guide. And I don't remember what machine it was. It might have been the Manticore or the 7000 or the 6000, but one of the other machines I've recently looked at had this same guide in there, the same size, and it's a waterproof material. So you could actually take this out in the field, put it in your pocket, it's pocket size, and on a rainy day, pop it out, and everything you need to know is right here as far as your user modes and the basics, how to set it up, a detailed list of all the screen features, how to charge it, all on this one little document. So there's that. And the owner's manuals don't come with the new Minelabs. You have to get them online on their website. So go ahead and take a look on their website if you want to see that. And then we got this here for the wireless stuff, for the headphones, and a little package here with some screen protectors. And there is a microfiber cloth in here. So that's kind of like the 800 and the Manticore. It came with a screen protector here. This one is only in English. I don't see all the other languages in here, so just one for English. So we'll set that aside for now. And at some point when I put it all together, I will apply this, put it on there. For now, let's set it over here. And we'll start with this 6-inch coil sitting over here. Typical 6-inch Equinox coil. I would assume it's exactly the same as the one on the that you can get for the 800 as an accessory, or the 600. It looks to be exactly the same. So there's that. Got a little bag here with charging cable in there. This is the magnetic charging cable that slaps onto the back of the detector control head. Magnetically just pops right on the back there, and that's how you charge it. By the way, if you're going to charge this, you can read the instructions online, but Minelab recommends that you use a 2.0 amp or better USB charger for this. So it plugs right into a USB device, and then it can be as low as 2 amps and as high as whatever the fast chargers are out there. I think some of them go all the way up to 4 amps, but depending on how many amps are coming into this is going to depend on how quick it charges. But at some point, I assume that too many amps would be too much, but generally speaking, you're not going to find a USB that goes into something that's putting out more than 4 amps. So probably nothing to worry about with that. Let's take the headphones out next. little bit different style case than the Manticore was, or the, actually it looks a lot like the same case, yeah it is, the same case as the 800 or 600, or no, 800, sorry. It's got that little Velcro there with the charging cable, and same headphones apparently as the Equinox 800 had. I'll confirm that in a little bit, but actually I can confirm it right now. Let me take a look at something here. What I'm looking at is the charging port on these. On the Manticore, they upgraded the headphones to a USB-C, and they did it here too. So this is no longer a USB mini connector on the headphone anymore. It's been upgraded to the industry standard USB-C, which is a far better connector. So these are technically different headphones than the 800 just because of that alone. So I'm sure that this cable in here is a USB-C type. Let's take a look real quick just to confirm that. This is the 3.5 millimeter stereo jack extension that goes into here and into the machine if you want to hardwire it and not use wireless. And here's a charging cable, and sure enough, confirmed it is a USB-C connector now on the 900 headphones. So that's an upgrade. Little owner's manual in here, a couple desiccant packages, and let's see what else we got here. And so they're using the same style ratcheting system that the Manticore has. It's fully adjustable. We'll pull the shaft out in a minute and confirm that, but you can see that it's very similar to the arm cuff on the Manticore. It's super lightweight, form and function, you know, it feels strong, and it's not rigid, but it's not rubbery either. It's just a good mixture of plastic that seems like it would last. I haven't heard of any issues with these on the Manticore yet, or the 900, so there's that. Let's go ahead and pop this out real quick. So right off the bat, the control head's different. So what I mean by that is it's not as plastic feeling or smooth and round as the Equinox 800 was. It's more of a square, mil-spec looking style. A very rugged design, and it feels to be a little bit thinner this way. Rubberized edges all the way around it. It's rubberized. It's not all smooth plastic. The handle is quite different. It's more skinny this way, so it's more of a pistol grip style handle. Rubber in the front, soft tactile rubber in the front, hard plastic in the back. So it's got a really good feel to it. So one of the complaints I had about the 800, especially the early models of the 800, I was swinging an 800 before they were even released to the public in beta, and I had a lot of trouble with my hand riding up into here, and it was very annoying. They did fix it before it came out, but now it's really fixed with this little stop here. It's almost like a pistol style stop on the trigger guard. So really nice. Your hand won't ride up anymore. If it does, your finger will catch. So that's pretty cool. It's got this spun carbon fiber. So this carbon fiber here it's not smooth. It's not like smooth. It's very rough and tactile. You can feel the stripes and the line. You can feel every braid of carbon fiber in there. It's very high quality, crazy strong, off the chart strong, and crazy light as well. So it does have the little ratcheting style piece back here. It's a little bit different on the Manticore because it's angled back here, and there's a rubber cap on the back you can pop off to run water through the whole system and clean it out. This one does have a little cap back here. It's not rubberized. It's different. It's different style in there. And then the cam locks here. So the shaft here, the middle shaft, let's take a look at the lower shaft as well. Yeah, and the lower shaft are the same quality of carbon fiber as this upper shaft. So it's that spun, tactile, like you could feel every little braid in there. Very impressive build quality. No need to upgrade the shaft anymore. This shaft is everything you'd ever want. It's super lightweight, super strong. Shouldn't be any issues with that whatsoever. Looking at the back of the control head, one thing I noticed right off the bat is it does have the LED flashlight back here. Kind of like the old Notka stuff had, the Notka Simplex and the Notka Legend, Notka Macro Legend. And same charging system with the little magnet back here. Same button configuration. I don't see anything else different. Same headphone port with the waterproof cover on there. Everything looks like it's very Manticore-ish as far as all the shaft goes. And a little bit different down here than the Manticore. The Manticore has a yoke style connector down here that goes onto the coil, but I assume when we look at this coil in a minute, it's going to be a little bit different design. They did have some issues. The elephant in the room, right? The issues about the coil ears breaking off has been addressed, I'm sure. We'll take a look at that in a minute, but I would be willing to bet that it's been addressed and taken care of. So obviously they really figured out how to design this to be super rugged and super comfortable and super powerful compared to the 800. It's an upgrade. So you got to ask yourself, why did they come out with an Equinox 900 when the Manticore just came out? So why would you spend all your time and effort, and right away, some people just rushed to judgment and figured, well, they had a bunch of 800s laying around, so they just took the parts out of the 800s and threw a new shaft on it, put it all in. No, this is a completely new design. I talked to a couple people at Minelab, and they assured me that the entire circuit board, the motherboard, I mean, everything in there is completely different, upgraded, updated, re-engineered, and they kind of started from the ground up. So to answer your question, why is there an Equinox 900 right when the Manticore came out? It's because of the huge price jump. You got to have a product somewhere in the middle. So this is the $1,099 range. It's $500 less than the Manticore. So there is a market for this. Not everybody is willing to or can afford to spend $15.99 for a Manticore when they can get this for $10.99 with 2 coils. So you get both coils. So it's quite a bargain here. It's wireless headphones, 2 coils, and built to last. And even, like I said, redesigned, bigger, better, and faster. So anyway, from what I can see so far, it feels like a completely different machine, and that's because it is. Let's take a look inside here. When I say different, I mean different from the 800. An upgrade to the 800. Let's see what we got. Anything else in here? No. All right, that's it for that part. It looks like the last thing in here is the coil. I want to see these coil ears. So the width of the plastic down here doesn't appear to be too different from what it was. But what I do see is the way that it's formed into the base down here. It's a principle used in aeronautics and race cars and stuff where you don't want a straight line dropping down to connect. So they have curves and angles. So they have more surface area connected to the body of the coil for those ears to stand up. And I'm sure that the material that the ears are made out of is a better, stronger material as well, I would assume. There is a coil cover, what Minelab calls a skid plate on the 11. There's also one on the 6-inch coil here. And it appears to be the same in every way as the 800 11-inch, except for better ears and a better design on there. The rubber, 2 little rubber washers in there for the end of the coil shaft down to the lower shaft to go into. And when we put it together, we'll go ahead and figure that all out. But yeah, so that's the unboxing. There's not much in here except for 2 coils and a few parts here. This thing could be put together in literally 2 minutes or less. Super quick to assemble it. Let's look at how small it gets too. So you can't include the size of the coil because it's not on here, but let's say you had the coil on here. So it can get as small as, I guess it could get as small as this. This is about how small the unit can get for a backpack or whatever. If you took this off, that's the smallest piece. If you took this off, you could, just put this in your backpack, but it doesn't get any smaller than this. This is it. So I'll tell you what, the next part I'm going to do, it's going to be a separate video, is we'll put it together in the next video and then turn it on, go through some of the settings, some of the basic settings with you guys, look at the menu and see how similar it is to the 800. And eventually we'll take it out into the field and try it out. Take it out there and compare it to not only the 800, its predecessor, but we'll also compare it to its new older brother, the Manticore. So let's get the Manticore, the 900 and the 800 all out together and see what they can do together and compare some targets. That way you can kind of figure out where you want to be as far as what you want to spend and what you want to get. You get what you pay for with these machines, that's for sure. And this, like I said, this is $1,100 right here. I think for a couple $100 less, you can get the 800 still, for if the dealers have them out there. And there's a Christmas special right now. If you buy the 800, you get a free 6-inch coil as well. So you're getting a similar deal to this if you buy it before New Year's, which is coming up quick. Today it's like the 22nd, I think, of December. So you got about 8 days of that deal left, I think, as far as I know. Anyway, there we go. That's the unboxing, and next thing we'll do is put it together. All right, guys, catch you in a bit.